What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to another review here at Thomas Opent with another English review, because this is one of the beers I got from the Nerd Sense guys, and for them, I just really like to review them in English. Something I like to do, I guess. Yeah. What we've got here, we have some Hopbutcher for the world. This is actually technically my second Hopbutcher for the world ever. The first one was one I got from Matt, which was a huge, big, bold Imperial Stout. I'm not sure which of these two reviews you will see earlier, but just so you know, this is technically my second Hopbutcher for the world, which is still blowing my mind because stuff like this just is not available here in the Netherlands. So, guys from NerdSense, thank you so much for sending me this. Sean and Mike, you guys are amazing. First off, that label art, that freaking awesome SpongeBob label art, that looks the bomb. It is a Tavern Cut Citra and Fig Secret Hop Double India Pale Ale, coming in 7.5% ABV, 1 pint, 16 fluid ounces, 473 milliliters. It was canned on the 13th of August 2020, so right now it's 14th of October. We're talking about a month and a half, which is, you know, for an IPA from the United States, pretty decent. Pretty decent. I've heard some great things about Hopbutcher for the world. I know a lot of the American guys I follow go nuts for this stuff. So yeah, also, by the way, first review I'm doing on my new phone, my new camera. Hope everything looks a little bit better than it did in the last few videos because of the weird software and the damn thing. Every time I moved a little bit or whatever, the sensor freaked out and things went from light to dark. So I hope things are going to look a little bit better. But yeah, there you go. New phone. Let's crack this bad boy open. I am really in the mood for a good double IPA. Now that pours quite a lot darker than I thought, but you know, it is a double IPA, so you're gonna usually get a little bit more of a darker color. Hadn't expected it to be this dark. I mean, it's hazy as fuck. I mean, it doesn't get a lot more hazier than that, does it? It looks amazing. It looks like orange juice almost, tropical fruit juice with the tiniest, like a pinky, half a pinky of sort of frothy white head. It looks the part of an IPA. What else did you expect? Let's see what you got in the nose, okay? Lots of tropical fruits. Very ripe tropical fruit. Talking about your stone fruit, your mango, your papaya, your papaya isn't a stone fruit. Is papaya stone fruit? Not stone fruit. Papaya, mango. What's the other one? Forgetting one. A little bit of peach in there. But other than that, there's this sort of resiny, piney thing going on. It's a bit of both. It's pretty fruity. It's quite a fruit bomb. It's not. I've had beers that had a bigger fruit explosion. This is much more. It's big. It's bold. It's not slapping around your face. It's there, but it also just sort of. It's smooth in the nose, balanced out with a nice hefty amount of pine. Not the biggest pine bomb ever, but still a nice hefty amount. Bit resiny. I'm getting a sort of like a soft orange tangerine vibe there. Maybe a little bit of a sort of soft earthy note. But that might just be me, because I'm getting it so much in IPAs lately that I'm kind of half expecting it. You know what I mean? It smells great. Let's see what she does in terms of flavor. Sean, Mike, thank you guys so much. Cheers. It's got a decent amount of bitterness. The mouthfeel is, by the way, lovely. Not too thick, not too thin. Still keeps it very, very drinkable. Oddly enough, for 7.5 ABV, it does have a bit of an impact. It does let you know it's not the lowest ABV beer ever. 7.5% in terms of ABV in beers is kind of, you know, quite normal these days. Go back maybe 10, 15 years, people would like, that's a pretty hefty beer. 7.5% ABV, not that weird these days. Finish, by the way, is coming in loaded with that resiny note, resiny note. you know, a little bit of pine, and then comes that very overripe, you know, fruit. It's much more overripe fruit than I expected. In a weird way, the sweetness from that overripe fruit almost makes me want to think that this could be heading towards a 9% ABV beer, because usually I get that in those, you know, nearing the triple IPA levels of sweetness. The beer itself isn't so sweet. It's much more the overripe impression of it, of the sweetness. In itself, it's actually quite balanced between a nice big malty sweetness with a hefty nose of bittering. It's not the most bitter beer ever, and for a lot of those, it doesn't actually say if we're talking about a New England style IPA or more of a hazy IPA. But really, though, it's the trend these days. These IPAs get a bit more sweeter, a little less bittering, but still a good amount of bittering left. All in all, just a lovely, fantastic, fruity IPA that I'm going to have no trouble finishing. Just got back from work, so I am going to start cooking, making a nice little eggplant pasta, and this is just going to do me nicely while I'm, you know, chopping away some vegetables in the kitchen. I love this beer. This is great. I mean, I've heard great things about Hopbutcher. There's sort of like a green, not necessarily herbal, but like a green note in the back. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. This is good stuff. And I wouldn't mind drinking more of this in the future. I really hope Hopbutcher is going to find a way to the Netherlands on a more, you know, readily available level, which I doubt. But still, we can dream, right? That's it for this review. In the description box below, you'll find... No, this is not this. I need to give a rating. I still need to give a rating. For me, this is definitely like in the higher 4s, 4.25 in terms of rating. It's not like it's the most mind-blowing IPA ever, but that lovely balance between that fruity, hoppy note, resiny notes, the lovely mouthfeel. You know what? Actually, the more I think about it, this is actually pretty damn tasty. 4.25. 4.25 on the Untapped scale. It's my rating. And that's it for this review. If you really liked it, click like. If you really, really liked it, click subscribe. In the description box below, you'll find links to the Nerd Sense. Guys, please go to their channel, hit subscribe, follow them there. Amazing reviews. Great guys. You're going to have loads of fun with their videos. Yeah, you'll also find links to all of my social media and a link to the Dutch Beer Collective. Don't forget to follow Remy, Gerben, and Douglas. And I'll see all of you in another review soon. Cheers.